What's your name, age, and where are you from?
They call me CJ because those are my initials. I'm 51. I'm originally from Anaheim. I lived in Vegas for a little while, but never lived much more than 20 minutes from the spot I was born in. I was born in Orange.
What was your childhood like, and what did you want to be growing up?
My childhood wasn't all that great. My dad was an alcoholic and he shot himself in the head when I was 14. Never much thought about being anything. You know, we weren't raised that way. We just kind of blended into the furniture to keep safe,
Wow.
I guess.
Wow. What is your happiest moment up to now?
Having my children.
Amen.
How many children do you have?
I have 3 boys.
What is your most painful moment up to now?
Losing my brother. I lost my brother. He was 35. He put his head on the train track. You got to be really troubled to do that, you know?
Bless him.
How did that affect you?
You know, when I first heard of it, I had a mixed emotion because almost instantly I felt grief and I felt sad because I wasn't sure if my brother was saved or not, but Jesus answered that for me. Later, he answered. But I remember feeling grief and not knowing if I would see him again, you know? It was really hard.
Who's the most important person to you, and what are you grateful for?
Besides Diane, I would say my mama, my grandmother. My mama was my best friend, and I'm so grateful for her because I'm 13, number 13 out of 25 grandkids. I'm right in the middle, lucky 13.
Awesome.
So she was my best friend, and I really, really miss her.
And last question, if you could give any advice to a teenager, what would you tell them?
Keep your credit good. You'll be glad later on. Keep your credit as good as you can, because that's what the world runs on, right?
Yeah. And CJ, we're painting you and your wife. So just can you just talk a little bit about your relationship with Diane?
Not everyone can spend 24/7 together and get along. And we did that for 10 years, no problems, enjoying each other's company. And then we had a bit of a rocky year, and it happens, but we were glad that our worst year's behind us. And we both believe struggle builds strength. So, you know, we'll get through this too, and it's awesome to be on the same page with someone about when it comes to Jesus. It's awesome to be on the same page and evenly yoked, you know?
Yeah, so CJ, we just thank you. We just thank you for your time. We thank you for your testimony. We thank you that you're allowing us to step a little foot into your life and find out who you are. And we just know that your testimony and your story is going to touch so many people in the class. So we just thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
And you know, I thank you for having questions because it made it a lot easier. If left for myself to just tell you,
Yeah.
I don't know if you have enough battery power because I switch channels a lot. So
Cool. So thank you, CJ.
thank you.